Namaste, Jai Bharat. One should think, I'm talking about politics within Bharat. One should think that why Congress support or why Pakistan supports Congress. That shall be more appropriate. It should be why Congress is soft on many things and many people and many details. And this is explicit why Pakistan is explicitly supporting Congress. You look at the Pakistani social media. They all want Congress to come in power, and many of them will in particular say that Rahul should become the Prime Minister of Bharat. And why is it so? It's not that innocently simple. Many people, like the vociferous Kamal Shima. Kamal Shima has gone so, irrationally one-sided. But I won't say that he should not justify the actions of his state leaders, etc. But then he should speak some reason, or what he says should make sense to people. Not just say what he was telling. He was telling, this morning I heard him speaking that the BJP doesn't give a ticket to any Muslims. It's okay. Let him keep saying that. But we know what things are. Personally, I know how things are. Anyway, that's personal to me. I myself have given a ticket to some Muslims when I was in charge of something at some point in some time in my life. Though way before, our boss BJP was not in power. So such lies is all right. But then let's wonder why Pakistan is so fond of Congress. I think Congress was always like this. You can, if you inspect, actually it should be introspecting for us. If you inspect Congress, you have two kinds of leadership in Congress. One, the nationalist Congress people. My father was one. Grandfather put Tamrapatra as a freedom fighter from Mrs. Gandhi those days. They were all pro-Congress, and my father was personally supporting Vajpayee as a leader those days, Jansangh. But then we continued in the Congress. I have seen two types of Congress. One is the nationalist Congress, who stand for the nation Bharat, who love nation Bharat, and who wanted nation Bharat to improve and develop and become rich and also become strong in every possible aspect. One such great leader is none other than our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. One example. Then there are playboy leaders. I don't have any other word for them. Leaders who like playboys in the sense they wanted popularity, they wanted name, they wanted fame, they wanted money, they wanted luxury, they wanted power, they wanted everything. But they are not nationalists. For them, the priorities were their personal esteem, popularity, but they hardly bothered about the real core Bharat. That's a Bharat structure. Because most likely it's because they themselves are not structured Bharatiya in their mind, like in the sense, not Sanskari Bharatiya. They did not understand, or they were not given a chance to understand Bharatiya Sanskriti. One has to internalize Bharatiya Sanskriti. That never happened with these people. If you look at their schooling background, their parentage, you will know they never had an opportunity to internalize the Sanskriti of Bharat. Sanskar Bharati is not with them. And the other ones are Sanskaris, Congress people, but nationalists. And what must have been the relationship between these two, I don't know. You can speculate, but then there's no point in speculating now. They coexisted is one thing, and the playboy leader very carefully, slowly sidelined all sidelinable leaders. That was a gradual kind of things, which of course came to this extent of their destruction. from the election, right from the time the question came, who should be the Prime Minister, Nehru got 2 votes, I suppose. Sardar Patel got maximum vote, except those 2. But it was the wish of Bapu that Nehru was made Prime Minister. Had Sardar Patel been the Prime Minister of Bharat, things would have gone so different. But then he was simply made Deputy Prime Minister. And construction of Somnath Temple, there was no support from Nehru's side for that. Somnath Temple, of course, Gujaratis of course would feel it as a personal thing, Somnath Temple, because that is where 18 times the temple was looted, destroyed, rebuilt, looted, destroyed. Now, the first thing he did was to construct that, for which he did not receive any funds. Funds were not necessary. People were funding it. Mostly Gujaratis were funding it. That's one thing. Then, unfortunately, when Sardar Patel passed away, those who wanted to attend funeral were asked to go by their own expense. State did not bother. Nehru did not bother to spend for it. There are so many things, if you read, you will understand. So had Sardar Patel been the Prime Minister of Bharat, things would have been different. Much different. But then that didn't happen. It was the Playboy Congress. Now, Playboy Congress is very convenient to Pakistan, because if these people come into power, it's now most of them who are in authority or shall be in authority if Congress comes to rule are these Playboy Congress boys, not nationalists. Therefore, it is easy for Pakistan to play along. They have been playing along all these days, all these years, all the terrorist attacks. You count back now. If you just look at the series of terrorist attacks in Bharat and what Bharat had done, and Bharat had done, or at least talked, then it will be very disappointing to go through such an exercise. Nothing they did. And it continued, on and off, and it continued. As I see, Pakistan cannot stop terrorism. Not that even if they want to stop terrorism, they can't, because they are so structured that terrorism controls the Pakistani leaders. The terrorists are treated as heroes. This was pronounced by many of the Pakistani leaders, including Musharraf, which I saw the interview personally. Oh, the hero hai ji, he says. They are considered as heroes because they are doing jihad or whatever is their thought system. So they cannot stop terrorism. It's not under the administration of Pakistan's control. This is going on. The only thing a terrorist can be contained is not just attacking the nation alone, but giving them back what they give to us in the same or more intense manner. How it is to be done, I don't know. I am not for speculating, but it should be done. Terrorists' houses should be plucked off the surface of the earth. Not just they, the family, all the supporters, all the sympathizers, and the indirect supporters. Inadvertent supporters of terrorism, the very dangerous thing that I will speak later. So, we see Pakistan wanting Congress rule in Bharat. That's because Congress has become the playboy party. All the nationalists were successfully and systematically sidelined and kept outside of the functional Congress party. Now it is Tharoor, I suppose, Shashi Tharoor. I think so, because the way he speaks, I don't know him personally, the way he speaks or the way his perception is clear, he is for Bharat. He is a nationalist. He has nothing to do with the BJP. Nor is he that kind of hardened Hindu. But he is an appropriately authentic Bharatiya, as I see. And such a person won't be given any importance within the party. They don't want. They want the playboy group. I think this is now clear why Pakistan is supporting Congress. Not that just because of this, they are less concerned of nation and more concerned of themselves. This is the reason. So, as a matter of fact, they will become so-called liberal seculars and implied radical supporters. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.